Michael Essien, a name that will forever be remembered by Chelsea supporters and football lovers around the world. When you think about powerful midfielders who dominated the English Premier League during the mid-2000s, Essien's name shines brightly among the very best. Born in Accra, Ghana in December 1982, Essien's journey to football greatness began humbly, on the streets of Accra, where his raw talent and energy could not be ignored. From an early age, it was clear that he was destined to make an impact far beyond the borders of Ghana. Essien's professional career started in France with Bastia, where he quickly established himself as a versatile midfielder, known for his incredible stamina, strength, and ability to play across various positions. His performances soon caught the attention of Europe's biggest clubs, and Olympique Lyonnais became his next step. At Lyon, Essien blossomed into one of Europe's most promising midfielders. He won back-to-back League One title, and Jose Mourinho came calling. Roman Abramovich was building a squad that would conquer not only England but Europe, and Essien was identified as the perfect engine for Mourinho's system. The transfer was a record deal at the time for Chelsea, around £24.4 million, making him the most expensive African player at that time. Expectations were sky-high, but Essien wasted no time in showing why he was worth every penny. At Chelsea, Essien became a vital figure in midfield, forming partnerships with the likes of Frank Lampard, Claude Makélélé, and Michael Ballack. He wasn't just a holding midfielder, he was everywhere. His ability to break up play, surge forward with power, and unleash thunderous long-range shots made him one of the most complete players in the league. His goals often came at the most crucial moments. Who can forget his iconic strike against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge in December 2006? A left-footed rocket from distance that swerved into the top corner, leaving Jens Lehmann helpless. It was voted Chelsea's goal of the season, and remains one of the Premier League's greatest goals. But perhaps his most famous moment came in the Champions League in 2009 against Barcelona. In the semi-final at Stamford Bridge, with Chelsea desperately needing a result, Essien unleashed a jaw-dropping volley with his weaker foot. The ball crashed in off the crossbar, a goal of sheer technique and power that is still replayed in highlight reels to this day. Although that night ended in heartbreak for Chelsea, Essien's strike symbolized his ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. Essien's influence wasn't only in goals. He was Mourinho's warrior, a player who could be deployed at right back, center back, or even as an attacking midfielder when needed. His versatility gave Chelsea balance and reliability. Between 2005 and 2010, Essien was at the very peak of his powers, winning 2 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, a League Cup, and most importantly, becoming part of Chelsea's Champions League campaign squads that consistently challenged Europe's elite. However, as is often the case in football, Essien's career was not without hardship. His powerful style of play, while thrilling to watch, came at a cost. Serious knee injuries began to plague him from 2008 onwards. He missed long stretches of football due to anterior cruciate ligament and meniscus damage. And while he fought his way back every time, the relentless injuries prevented him from truly sustaining the dominance he once had. Still, Chelsea fans never forgot his determination. Even when sidelined, Essien was always the fighter, the team player who inspired those around him with his resilience. In 2012, Chelsea finally lifted the Champions League trophy in Munich, a moment of history for the club. Essien was still part of the squad, though by then injuries and squad changes had reduced his role. That summer, his mentor Jose Mourinho, who had moved to Real Madrid, took Essien on. Began his coaching journey in Denmark with FC Nordsjælland, a club known for its strong youth development and connection to the Right to Dream Academy, which had close ties to Ghana. In this role, Essien has been using his vast experience to guide young talents, especially those from Africa, teaching them discipline, hard work, and professionalism. Essien's retirement doesn't mean his story is over. In many ways, it's just the beginning of a new chapter. His legacy as a player is secure. One of Chelsea's greatest midfielders, a warrior who gave everything for the shirt, and one of Africa's finest exports to European football. But now, his work as a coach ensures that his influence will continue for decades to come. He is an inspiration to aspiring Ghanaian footballers, proof that fans look back at the Abramovich era. Michael Essien's name will always be one of the first mentioned. His power, his versatility, and his unforgettable goals gave the club some of its finest moments. While injuries may have robbed him of an even greater career, what he achieved was still remarkable. 2 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, a League Cup, and being part of the historic Champions League winning squad. These are achievements most players can only dream of. But more than the medals, it was the memories. The long-range screamers, the crunching tackles, the tireless running, the smile on his face after another Chelsea victory. Essien embodied the fighting spirit of the Blues, and that's why he will forever be adored at Stamford Bridge. Today, Michael Essien is no longer the midfield powerhouse storming through defenses. Instead, he is the teacher, the mentor, the guide. He is helping shape football's future, ensuring that the lessons he learned, the battles he fought, and the successes he enjoyed will live on in the next generation.
Yeah, it's like a dream because I never thought I would one day, play for Madrid. But that's life, things happen for reasons, and I'm happy. And I've been here on loan for a year, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. It's a very big club, and the setup is shows they're the biggest club. They look after their players, and they always get the best, want the best from their players.